My research question is, why do students decide to go to college? The purpose for this question is for me to find out the general motivations and beliefs that students hold on college and why they decide to go. First, I want to state my biases on this question. I grew up in a household where education was pretty emphasized. So therefore, I have a pretty positive outlook on college and education in general, and believe it is necessary to succeed in life to get a certain amount of education. So, therefore, I do have a positive bias on college. But I do realize that college is not necessary, and I've seen examples of people living out their lives in a comfortable way without going to college. Alright, so let's start to gather some research. Here I have 5 different websites that I've gotten my information from. And with a question like why do students want to go to college, I first want to see the general statistics on how many people actually go to college. So I went to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.gov and I wanted to see how many people enroll in college out of high school. And here it says that in October 2016, 69.7% of high school graduates were enrolled in college out of high school. So this is more than half of the U.S. population, which, for my research, sounds good because this means that more than half of the U.S. population goes to college out of high school. Now, even though this number sounds good, now I want to know how many people actually stay in college. So I went to collegeatlas.org to find out how many people drop out of college. And here it states that 30% of students drop out after their first year, and 56% drop out after their 6th year. Now, I can assume that a majority of those students who drop out go into college undecided with what career they want to take. But I do not have that specific information. So, I went to dus.psu.edu to see how many people go into college as undecided. Here it states that an estimated 20 to 50% of people go into college as undecided. And as of that, 75% change their major at least once before graduation. Now, I know 20 to 50% is a big gap and a big estimation, but it does give me a general knowledge of how many people go into college as undecided, and it can lead me to assume that some of those people in that percentage do drop out. Now with this, I wanted to see how many people actually have a job pertaining to their major once they graduate from college. So I went to WashingtonPost.com, and this chart shows that only 27.3% of people have a job related to their major. However, a problem that I noted in this study is that it excludes people with graduate degrees, such as lawyers and doctors. So I can assume if people with graduate degrees were included in this study, the number would be significantly higher, because people with graduate degrees tend to, most times, find a job in their related major, as graduate degrees are looked high upon and are in high demand. So with this being said, now I want to know the question that everyone wants to know. Do college graduates actually get more money than non-college graduates? So I went to cornerstone.edu, and out of all the statements that they have on this website, the majority leads to yes. It even states that a recent study done by the Pew Research Center found that the median yearly income gap between high school and college graduates is around $17,500. Now, my interpretation of the research that I gathered has made me come to the conclusion that in general, yes, college is good and will lead to a more successful life and a life filled with more money. But on the other hand, I do realize that those certain few special people that do not need college and still live that successful lifestyle that most people dream to live. So the general concept and belief that college leads to a more happier and successful life seems to be true from the little research that I've done. But now, to try and answer my question of why do students decide to go to college? I've asked people why they wanted to go to college, and I've gotten varying responses. Some say that they don't really know why they went to college, but they're going because it is a normal thing to do, and they'll figure out their career path on the way, since they have time to choose. Others have a career path in mind, such as wanting to be a doctor or a lawyer, and they know that they have to go to college in order to fulfill that dream, and many other responses. But in general, the main motivation for wanting to go to college is to better their current economic situation or life situation and improve by attaining better education and more knowledge of what they want to do in life, either by finding out that they don't want to go to college or that they indeed want to continue going to college.